Hey guys, Zeldaman86 here. I hope you're doing well. Just a bit of a random video. I just, want to do a video on this particular subject because I've just got done doing my Los Artilleros video talking about Arsenal for 20 minutes, which was awesome, cathartic. Um, and I just got me thinking. We was talking about, the positions that we need replenishing um, and the fact that the squad's quite threadbare at the moment and his injuries and stuff like that. And it got me thinking, I always do this on FIFA where I buy a lot of Mexican players. A lot of people watching this are probably going to eye roll because, Dan's talking about Mexican players again. But it's quite interesting. I've thought about doing it as a Twitter thread, but I really couldn't be bothered to type that much. So I thought, you know what it, what would happen if Arsenal signed some Mexican players, and what would be the realistic players and positions that Arsenal could buy for? So for me, position wise, it's three. Yeah, three. Um, First one is centre mid. It's preferably a centre defensive midfielder. The second one would be a, a left back to challenge Tierney. So left back that would do well enough to challenge Tierney, well enough to step in and play when Tierney's injured, basically, and then a backup right back to cover Tomiyasu whenever he's injured, because I think Cedric's gonna leave. We're threadbare on centre mids right now. Absolutely threadbare. I think Saka's gonna go. Shaka's gonna go. Sorry, Shaka's gonna go, and I think Elneny's pretty much out the door already. So we're gonna be even worse by the time summer comes around. So for me, Edson Alvarez from Ajax. Everyone's talking about him right now because obviously Ten Hag's on the cusp of joining Man United, and Ten Hag loves Edson Alvarez. Um, was instrumental, I think, in Edson renewing his contract with Ajax fairly recently, like 6 months ago, I think. Um, so there's talk about him joining Ten Hag at United, which would be I'd have mixed feelings for. Obviously, on one hand, I'll be bummed out because it's like we could do with him, but on the other hand, it'd be huge for Edson to play at Man United, um, as part of a rebuild because Man United need an absolute rebuild. Everyone, some United fans think they're only a couple of players away, but a big rebuild. I'd be happy for him, but I think, mate, we could do with him, especially if we get Champions League. Obviously, he's used to playing in the Champions League now because obviously he's an Ajax, and Ajax are always in the Champions League. Um, but if we get Champions League, then why not go for Edson Alvarez, man? He's 20, I think he's 24 now. He's in the age bracket that Arteta likes. Um, he's played in Champions League football. He is as experienced as he's going to get. Um, yes, there's a question mark for all these players about whether they can jump in and go to the Premier League. There's a bit of a myth around the Premier League that you need to be Premier League proven. Um, Sometimes I adhere to that, sometimes I don't. I don't think it's a given 100% all the time. I think players that can come into this league and dominate it straight off the bat. And there are players that take time and they need time. I don't think Edson's that player. He's an established international. He's been an established international for Mexico since 2018. He's about to play his second World Cup. In his established Champions League player, he's played against some of the top teams in Europe. Like, he can deal with most of the Premier League, in my opinion. Um, I think he's an absolute must, and if Xhaka and Elneny do leave, then he could be the defensive option. Partey can then go a little bit forward, because Partey for me is an attacking-minded midfielder. He's a very good passer forward. He likes to get forward. He likes to have the odd shot. Obviously, you can't have an Arsenal game without Partey doing a long shot. So that I think would really work, and it's the right age. He's got all the attributes, um, and yeah, that's I think my first pick would be Edson Alvarez. Going into the right back position, mate, I think Julian Araujo can come in. He's young, but he's got first team experience with LA Galaxy. Again, he's on the cusp of going into Mexico's first team. touted as the next main right back for Mexico. I mean, at the moment, Jorge Sanchez is it. Well, I'd have Jorge Sanchez as well. Sanchez is a little bit more um, reckless. Some people really don't like him. I like him as a player. He does make mistakes, but for me, I like him. I wouldn't mind Jorge Sanchez, but for me, Julian Araujo is young. He's blatantly going to come in as a deputy to Tomiyasu, but I think he's decent enough to get game time here and there and then cover if Tomiyasu gets injured. He's a little bit young though. He's obviously only ever played the MLS, which everyone disrespects the MLS. Me too, most of the time. But when you're a first team player for LA Galaxy and you play alongside Chicharito and Ibrahimovic as well, things like that, that's gotta be good for something. And then obviously the next one would be Gerardo Arteaga for left back. Um, obviously, um, obviously Tierney's injured, and so we don't really have anyone to cover. Tavares is out. He doesn't seem to be likely to feature. Um, but they're my three players. Let me know in the comments what you think of them. And it's not a really serious thing. It's just a bit of a fun thing. So yeah, take it easy, guys, and I'll see you guys soon.